Hi, this is Cassie Cannon of Cannon Psychology, and today we're going to talk about EMDR's 8th phase, Reevaluation. This is our last phase. And actually, as we are talking about the last phase, it actually lends well to a quick recap of the other phases as well. So actually, if you want a quick overview of EMDR, this is actually a really good video blog to watch. So as I said before, phase 8 is reevaluation. The purpose of reevaluation is to make sure that we have cleared out all of the energy from the specific targeted memory that we decided on together. Quick recap of the other phases. Phase 1 is history taking and treatment planning. So that usually takes me about 2 sessions where you and I are discussing your past, how it is affecting your present symptoms, and what you want your future to look like. So what would things look like if you were done and didn't need to see me anymore? What are our goals? So once we've completed the assessment, you and I put together a master treatment plan. I write it up and I give it to you, and it basically is like a roadmap for exactly what our plans are. So there's no questions about what our goals and the directions that we're going. If you are somebody who really likes to-do lists or to check off boxes, it's very satisfying. And I actually review that with you every 6 weeks, and I also send you an assessment every 6 weeks of just your symptoms to see if we're making the progress that we're looking for. Phase 2 is preparation. So in this phase, I am not only explaining to you exactly how EMDR works, but trauma memory storage, and also making sure that you have all of your questions answered and you feel comfortable moving forward. I also make sure that you have a couple coping skills as well, just in case we need to bring down the temperature a little bit, because things can get intense in EMDR. Phase 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 can all happen in one session. And so phase 3 is when we reactivate the particular memory that you and I have decided that we're going to work on. Once we've reactivated the memory, then we move to phase 4, which is desensitization. And basically, we are in this phase just processing out the negative energy and the disturbance from the memory that we're working on. And the goal is to get that negative charge down to actually a sense of neutrality or acceptance. Once we are done with clearing out as much of that negative or uncomfortable energy as we can, we actually then move on to something called installation, where you and I, we've decided on a positive belief that you want to believe about yourself, like, I'm okay, I'm safe now, I can handle it, I'm lovable, and we enhance that positive belief about yourself. Because the goal is for you to, operate in the world believing positive things about yourself. And it's not just logically knowing that something is true, it's actually feeling it in your heart that, it's over now, I'm as safe as I can be. So that's phase 5. Phase 6 is body scan, and the purpose of that is to make sure that we clear out any tension or energy that's stuck physically in your body. I'm one of those people where I actually hold a lot of the trauma in my body, so it takes a little bit of time to make sure that there's no tightness or tension left in my body because of the event. And then when we're done with a session, we go into closure. And the purpose of that is just to get you kind of settled down so that you can go through the rest of your day. Now, phase 8 is kind of interesting because even though it's considered phase 8, we use it whenever we are reassessing a memory to make sure that we got all of the energy out. So for example, let's say you and I started a memory, but we didn't finish it in a session. So we would close down the session, and then the next time I see you, we do reevaluation. So we're actually then reactivating the memory. A lot of healing has happened between the last time I saw you and today, or this time that I saw you. So we're basically reactivating the memory so then we can continue processing whatever's left. So then we continue to process. Eventually we make it through desensitization, installation, body scan, and then there's really minimal, if any, energy left of the memory. You're feeling really positive and there's no tension left in your body about that particular memory. We close the session, and then you're done with that memory and we move to another memory. Now, I also like to go back, a couple weeks after we've cleared out a memory and actually reevaluate and make sure that we actually did get everything out, everything cleared out of that memory. Sometimes people get kind of annoyed because they're like, I'm done. I'm bored with this memory. It's done. It's over. I hear a lot. Yeah, we don't need to work on that anymore. But I always like to double check just to make sure that we've gotten everything out, so that it doesn't kind of pop out in the rest of your week or 6 months down the road. So that is a quick overview of EMDR, along with reevaluation phase 8, which is basically just reassessing the memory to make sure that we cleared out everything that needs to be cleared. Or if we didn't finish a memory last session, we're just re-evaluating it and reactivating it to finish or continue processing the memory. Thank you very much.